Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Quisha and this is a garden of me. Today what I want to talk about is my 2003 spring garden plan. This is my first year starting a garden. I am a beginner, so what I want to talk about is what I plan to plant this year and the reason why I decided, well, me and my family decided to start a garden this year. So last year, the reason why we decided to start a garden, last year we wanted to start back in fall, but we held off. But the reason why we wanted to start one is because of we want to know where our food comes from, like want to learn more about where our food comes from, how it's grown, how it's taken care of, and things of that nature. And we wanted to eat more we wanted to go a more healthier route, and try to eat things that has less chemicals in it as possible. I know a lot of food out here in the grocery store, we don't necessarily know the full process of what was put into these fruits and vegetables, and that just don't sit well with me. And a lot of the chemicals and the pesticides and all of those things or whatever, that just don't sit well with me and my family. So we wanted to go a more natural route, so we decided to start a garden. And we so excited about it. Like I said, I wanted to start it last fall, but we held off. But I am excited that we started this spring. Another reason why we are starting a garden is because of like having control over our food. I won't have to worry about a food shortage, like of fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. I won't have to worry about that. Whatever I need, I can just go out into my backyard and get it or whatever. So we want to be in control of certain things, but also just the experience of being in nature and working with nature, and learning about it, because we are a part of nature. Like a lot of things that go into taking care of a plant or a garden, it's the same thing as taking care of ourselves. We need sunlight, we need water, we need nutrients, we need love, those things. And taking care of yourself and taking care of a plant works hand in hand. So but yeah, different experiences. This is a new experience for me and my family. Well, for me and my family. I know my boyfriend said that he grew up to where he seen his grandfather, I think, working in the garden. So he has more experience than I do in that. But I'm still so excited to get it started because I don't know anyone in my family who's had a garden. I know my grandma, she had tomato plants, but she didn't necessarily have like a full-blown garden. And she had her tomato plants. I don't even know if it's in containers or not, but she did grow tomatoes. But I wasn't around her when she was sowing the seeds or watering it or talking, but she didn't talk about it much. So but yeah, so we do live in South Carolina and we are in zone 8A. And our last spring frost date is around April 1st, which is my birthday. So our last frost date is around April 1st. So we will be starting a container garden, because we plan on moving one day soon. Where we live at now, we rent. And yes, I could have did raised garden beds, but if we plan on moving one day soon, this year actually, I don't want to put raised beds out in the yard. And also, I don't feel like my backyard is where I would want to start a garden in, just because it floods very bad back there. I wouldn't want to start a garden in back there anyway. So that's why I chose to go the container route. So this spring, what we decided to start growing is broccoli, bell peppers, cantaloupe, carrots, corn, cucumbers, green beans, kale, lettuce, onions, potatoes, spinach, tomatoes, watermelons, and ginger, as well as a couple of herbs. I might do like basil. I know I want to do basil, I might do rosemary and a couple of flowers like marigolds, and it's another one, starts with the N. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what I plan on planting this spring. I didn't want to do too much of fruits and vegetables because, like I said, we do rent, and so space is limited. Since I'm just using my front yard and the side of my yard, I'm not going to use the backyard. Space is limited, and also with me being new, I didn't want to start off growing a whole lot of things. And although I do feel like this is a lot of things, it's not necessarily too much for me to handle. I didn't want to put too much more on me, but also we are starting with things that I know for a fact we eat, like me and my boyfriend, because my kids don't really eat vegetables like that, but we use these in our food. So that's what I wanted to start with this year. So how I keep everything planned and keep me on track. Well, first of all, when I did my research for the garden, I used Almanac, the Old Farmer's Almanac online to help me with my starting dates and when I need to transplant and when I need to fertilize and things of that nature. And it also helps break down the growing guides for each fruit and vegetable. Is very helpful. So that's what I use as my guide to help me with my gardening this year. So I just got this. It's just a regular composition notebook. I've used it over the years as different, like a planner, but so now I'm just gonna use the rest of the pages as a garden planner to help me. I drew out my own calendar, and each day it got when I need to start which seed, indoors or outdoors. It's telling me when I need to transplant them in the ground or whatever. And also I will jot down certain notes at the bottom, or I can get sticky notes. If I run out of room, I can put sticky notes to help me put my notes in place of whenever I want to talk about what's something new, or if I tried this and this happened. It'll help me with staying on track as well. But yeah, that's how I keep my gardening plan organized and everything. So I'm gonna always go back and look at this to help me, like as a reference guide as to what worked and what didn't work, or around what time do I usually plant this, or what time do I usually need to transplant these or fertilize these and like that. Now I'm about to go show the yard of where I plan on gardening. And if I didn't say it already, I am going to do a container garden, but we're going to do them in storage totes. I have a lot of storage totes that my mother-in-law gave me, so I'm going to put those to use and just plant out of those. I hope y'all be able to hear me over the wind. So this is the front of my yard, and I'm going to be planting alongside the house. So if I come on this side of the house, I thought about cleaning this part out, I'm gonna clean this out anyway, but putting a little small greenhouse right here, but I don't know yet. But on this side is probably where I will plant my tomatoes and maybe my brassicas on this side of the house, because it do kind of get some shade because of this tree right here. But I do know that I didn't want to put my greenhouse right here because I didn't want any limbs or anything falling on it to puncture it. So I'm gonna be planting maybe alongside the fence if I need to, because like I said, it gets mostly shade. It gets sunny sometimes, but for the most part it's shade. And I'm gonna be planting alongside here, like I said, most likely like my beans and my tomatoes and my brassicas are going to go over here. I'm gonna put something right here, I just don't know what yet. But also I'm gonna be planting in front of the porch, this yellow thing that I got, the string, I was trying to get a visual, because I will be building a cage for the garden to go over the totes, so it'll protect it from animals, because we do have stray cats and other things out here. So I am going to build a cage, but I was just mapping out the size with this yarn to give me a visual. But I do a video when I do that. But here are my seedlings. This is the kale, sweet peppers, they're doing so well. This is a broccoli one, and these seedlings are broccoli as well. That leaf over there died, but it's okay. And I think the wind has this leaning over. The wind has been strong lately, so that's why I want to go ahead and get that greenhouse so it'll protect it from the wind. And my tomatoes are looking amazing. But I'm gonna plant alongside here as well, and put some right there. I don't know yet. I also have this side of the house if we need to plant something along here, but I do think that I am going to put the greenhouse right here alongside the house, because there isn't trees above it, so I don't have to worry about it getting punctured because of a limb falling on it or something. But I also have, if we need to, we can put stuff on the long side of the fence as well, because I plan on getting this car removed off our property. But if I need to, I can plant alongside the fence, but I'm not going to plant in my backyard. This is where we had put our compost when we were starting the compost. Just set it right here. We started it last year, and this was what it's looking like now, so I can use that for the garden. But I am going to buy more organic compost. So this is what our backyard looks like. I mean, it's big. I could have put raised beds back here, but like I said, it floods real bad. It gets real nasty back here. See, that puddle is still there. I didn't want to put anything back here because of just, I don't like it. So yeah, but yeah, that's our plan for our spring garden. I'm excited to get it started. I am a little bit behind though, because I was supposed to got my beds ready, like I supposed to got the containers ready, had them sitting out ready, waiting for me to put the transplants in, but I have not even did that. But it's okay. I should have been starting my lettuce and my carrots, but it's okay. I'm gonna get that done today, and I will do a video on that. But yeah, that completes this video. Thank y'all for watching. If you have any suggestions, because like I said, I am new, you can leave it in the comments below, because I am open to suggestions and advice. But thank you for watching.